Another key destination for the structuralist writer is the Dramatica query system. The query system is a collection of question trees, each of which deals with a different aspect of story structure and storytelling. The story forming area, for example, deals with creating a raw structure in terms of character, plot, and theme. You can click on any one of these buttons and get an appropriate list at left that will give you all the questions you need to do your character story structuring. Or, if you prefer, you can go through and select all kinds of other lists that will give you other ways of approaching your story from a structural aspect. Perhaps the one that is most useful for the structuralist writer is the Story Forming Complete list. This list has every single structural question that appears anywhere in the Dramatica software available at your fingertips. You can bounce around the list in any order, and my advice is start with the story points that are most important to you, because on the very first few there won't be any limitations dramatically. Any story can start anywhere. Choose what you want first, and then when you get down to the structural items that are less important, that may be where you begin to see some discrepancies between the options that are left and what you intended to do. You see, every author comes to a story with some things in mind, a bit of dialogue, some favorite topics. Maybe they all deal with the same subject, but they probably don't all belong in the same story structure. So to make sure you have a sound structure and can still get in the things that are most important to you, the things that excited you about the story to begin with the story points that are most interesting rather than simply going down the list. Take that particular item, answer it how you want it for your story, and you'll get that no matter what. And once you've done that, then go back and make your second most important choice and your third, and eventually you'll find that some of the things you had in mind just don't fit. Now, even as a structuralist, it's important to keep in mind that you don't always have to stick with a sound structure. If there's something that you really had in mind for your story, and it's not one of the options available, you can determine that it's not that big a structural bugaboo, and you might want to go ahead and include it because the storytelling is so interesting, it's worth having in there anyway. Remember, unlike friends that you take your story to and say, "What do you think of this?" if you disagree with Dramatica, you can just unplug it.